Barakallahu feekum. Question number 6. May Allah preserve you and your family and grant you all good health. I want to ask you advice regarding the SOK lessons. Due to heavy work hours, my only free time is dedicated to studying Arabic and memorizing the Quran. Wallahi, what a huge mistake. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. I do not know why is this widespread with some of the brothers. Subhanallah. And the sisters. And then the brother says, because I travel a lot for work, I can listen to a minimum of 2 to 3 lessons a day while driving, but I won't be able to take notes. Is it worth following the lessons this way? Yes, it is, of course. If so, what is your best advice for maximizing my learning and retaining the information without taking notes? Okay, my advice, first of all, is when you say your free time is dedicated for Arabic and memorization of the Quran, it should be the opposite. Your free time should be dedicated to seeking knowledge, to seeking it, and memorization of the Quran. And while you're in traveling and so on, you could revise your hifz, and you can recite the Quran, and maybe you can listen to some Arabic here and there to learn Arabic, but the main focus should be studying. I would even go to the extent and say it should have some share. Seeking knowledge should have some share, even in your trips when you're doing the Arabic and the memorization of the Quran. The main thing is the message. Barakallahu feekum. The main thing is that you understand your religion. Let me just break it down to you. Let me just break it down to you. Which is more beneficial to you? To know marhaban kayfa haluka, or to know the conditions of the salah? I'm asking you. Without a hair of doubt, the conditions of the salah and the obligations of the salah and the wudu and fasting and the proper aqidah. And if you deal with business, then how you see knowledge and what to do in your business and what is halal and what increases your iman and because that is, it's gonna even drive you more into more memorization of the Quran and more studying. The main thing, ya ikhwa, the main thing is seeking knowledge. What is seeking knowledge? Seeking knowledge is the meaning of the Quran and the Sunnah. That's it. That's what seeking knowledge is. What is seeking knowledge? The Quran, what does it mean? The Sunnah, what does it mean? The commands of Allah, how to carry them out, what do they mean? This is seeking knowledge. How could you put this at the last of your list? It should be at the top of your list. At the top of your list. And when you memorize the Quran, also learn the meanings, and this is part of seeking knowledge. Subhanallah, so many brothers, they've said this. I want to memorize the Quran first and learn Arabic. No. Start seeking knowledge this very minute, this very second. Make it your life. And yes, you can learn Arabic, because seeking knowledge with memorization of the Quran, they go together. They go hand in hand. That's not going to change. The memorization of the Quran revision is not going to change. Memorization of Quran and Sunnah. So memorize and study at the same time. But don't tell me I'm just going to memorize. So what? I can bring you huffaz. Actually, brothers, there are people that are memorizers of the Quran, and they are memorizers of Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim and Sunan Abu Dawud and Sunan Tirmidhi and Nasa'i and Ibn Majah. And sometimes they memorize even more, even the Musnad of Imam Ahmad. And we see them, and they tell them, continue the hadith, so and so, and then they would continue the hadith. Imagine from tens of thousands of a hadith, he would just say, continue the hadith, and it's like Allahumma barak, as if it's the person is a Allahumma barak, Allah bestowed upon him as if he's a computer. Gives you the hadith. طيب. But where is their ilm? I'm not taking a stab against them, of course, don't misunderstand me. But I want to make the comparison. Imam Ibn Baz did not memorize all of these books. Imam Ibn Baz is not a memorizer of all of these books, but he has filled the dunya, Allahumma barik, with what? With knowledge, rahimahullah rahmatan wasi'ah. Same with the Imam Al-Albani and same with the Imam Ibn Uthaymeen. But they are imams, ya ikhwa, imams. Ilm. And they memorize, of course. But they didn't memorize all of these books. What I'm trying to reach, يعني what I want to the information, the benefit that I want it to reach you is, don't think that memorization is everything. The main thing is knowledge. And memorization comes with it. They go hand in hand. But if it was just memorization that matters, then these people would have been more knowledgeable than Imam Ibn Baz and Imam Ibn Uthaymeen and so on. And that's not the case. Actually, we don't even know one lesson for some people like this. We don't even know one lesson for them. Why? Because memorization needs knowledge for you to become a alim. And knowledge also needs memorization, ya ikhwa, for you to become a alim. But knowledge is so vast. Therefore, it has to be the most important thing in your life is seeking knowledge. As for Arabic, dedicate some hours to it weekly. Dedicate. That's not a problem. Dedicate a portion weekly. But the lion's share goes for seeking knowledge and memorization of the Qur'an and the Sunnah. And never say, I will memorize the Qur'an first and I'm not going to. No, 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 no. That's not how the Sahaba were. That's not how Salaf al-Salih were. They memorized from the Qur'an and they learned at the same time the meanings of what they have memorized, and they learned al-ilm. They even said, we memorized the Qur'an and ta'allamna al-ilma ma'ah, and we learned the knowledge with it. So you have to learn. Number one, barakallahu feekum, is seeking knowledge. Number one is seeking knowledge. Never forget.